Hello, guys. You're welcome to today's edition of the Real Talks Nigeria. I'm really excited to be here today, and I want to talk about opportunities in Nigeria. What can I say about opportunities in Nigeria? Should I look at it from the angle of our population, or should I look at it from the indigenous creativity of the Nigerian people, or the tenacity, the I can do spirit, the die hard spirit, the I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, or the I'm able to do it alone if you're not ready to help me. There are opportunities in paid employment as well as opportunity from government paid jobs. The private sector can pay you for your productivity and your labor. The government can equally pay you for your productivity and your labor. But there is this opportunity that is often looked down upon and neglected by Nigerians. And I strongly believe it is as a result of doubt, a result of fear, a result of lack of confidence. Nigerians are strong when it comes to working for others, when it comes to allowing others to take the risk, and they don't take the risk. There is more opportunity, I repeat, there is more opportunity in self-employment than you can ever find in paid employment. When the chips are down, when the economy is the way it is now, then you know that self-employment is the most secured form of employment. When you are sacked from paid employment, the chances that an average Nigerian would try to look for another paid employment is there. Why? Because of the way the mind of an average Nigerian has been configured and wired to think that the grass is always green in his neighbor's compound. I have been privileged to look across the fence. I have been privileged to be on the other side of my neighbor's compound, and I've discovered that the grass is not greener. The grass is green, but the grass is not greener. Why? Because when you work for people, they pay you for the work that you do. They do not pay you based on the strength of the company. They pay you based on their ability to negotiate with you as an individual. Most businesses in Nigeria do not pay people according to what individuals are capable of doing, but rather, just like a normal capitalist would try to extract as much value as he or she can from the people that work for them. Once there is an agreement of how much you are to collect, no matter the level of productivity, no matter the amount of money you are able to save the organization, most employers of labor would pay you what you've been agreed to be paid. And that can be very funny. So that now compels people to practice what we call eye service, such that they only work when eyes are on them. But you see, there is more to productivity when the productivity is directed towards yourself. When the work that you do and the outcome of your work is for yourself, don't forget one thing. When a man or an entrepreneur opens a business, that is, he registers a business, raises funds for the business, employ people to work with him in the business, he sees it, and of course it is true, has given opportunity for people to be employed meaningfully so that people would not suffer, so that people would not starve to death. Okay? But however, don't forget that the businessman or the entrepreneur who has employed you to work in his vineyard is actually working for himself. He or she is not working for you. No business organization is set up for the benefit and the reward of the people that work for them, either by way of wages or by way of salary. If this business is owned by a group of individuals or group of investors, of course, the investors will want to make sure that the reward and the benefits, maximum reward and maximum benefit of the company comes to them. But still, even though they are a group of investors, they are still individuals who have been able to pool their resources together to create what you call the business, the place where you work. Now, where do we have opportunity in self-employment? With the way things are right now, companies, let's start with foreign companies. Foreign companies are closing shops and going back home. Indigenous companies are finding it difficult to cope because of security problem, because of energy problem, because of political instability, inconsistency in the price of goods and services. Getting raw materials, even fake raw materials, is becoming intensely difficult. So, a lot of businesses and business owners are finding it difficult to retain the workers that they currently have. It is not like there is a machine replacement or AI, that is artificial intelligence replacement of jobs that are normally done by human beings. It is just that the cost of producing goods and services is increasing on a daily basis. And companies, when they are thinking about downsizing, they think about paid workers. They think about people that labor in exchange for money. So, if you want to catch in on the opportunity to create wealth, stay afloat, and survive the times that we are in, just invest in self-employment. Seek self-help, seek self-improvement, seek self-productivity and self, sustenance and survivor. It is not really what we call a survival of the fittest. Right now, almost everybody is not fit for the challenges that we are confronted with. But the people that have mastered how to produce goods and services for others before now, if they take in that same energy, that same drive, that same initiative into working for themselves, I guarantee you, you will discover that the grass is greener on your own side than on the side of your employer, your current employer. You wonder, what about if people don't buy my goods and my services? They would buy. People would buy every day, morning, afternoon, and evening. People are buying things online. People are buying things offline. People would buy. People are looking for alternatives for essential goods and essential services. People are buying land. People are buying houses. People are buying cars. People are buying food. People are buying clothes. People are buying books. People are buying things that are produced by other people. The challenge is just the cost, the price. If you come to market with the right price that people can afford, people would buy it. Just make sure that you are producing from raw materials that are locally available to you. It makes no sense for you to be living in Lagos and you are looking for raw material from China, from Ukraine, or America. All right? It's even difficult to expect raw materials to come from far north in Nigeria down to the south. All right, we have 6 political zones. We have the northeast, we have the northwest, we have the north central, we have the southeast, we have the southwest, and we have the south south. All right, we have a lot of raw materials in the south south that the people in the south south can leverage on. If you are in the northeast, look for raw materials in the northeast and produce. It is better that people from the south south are coming to the north central to buy finished goods than for you to be thinking about getting raw materials from Ukraine, produce in Nigeria, and then sell to fellow Nigerians. No. We have raw materials. We have people with skills, raw talents, but there is no way to apply their skills and apply their talent. There are opportunities for self-employment. If you are a Nigerian staying in America, in Europe, in Asia, and repeatedly you send money home for people to pay transport to go to where they work, hoping they will be paid, I would rather encourage you to send money down to your relations in Nigeria to use the money to start up their own buying and selling or their own production. In short, it is better to produce and sell than to buy produced goods and resell. Okay? So just send them money to buy raw materials, refine the raw materials, and then package those things into finished goods and look for people to buy. All right? There are people who are ready, willing, and able to buy. Why? Because you have removed the overhead of transportation. Of course, you may say, oh, there's no electricity. Why don't you partner with somebody who can provide electricity? It is not compulsory that you provide all the factors of production by yourself. Look at your current boss. They source materials from different places. They have partnership with different vendors who are able to help them to produce at a rate and at a price that is cheaper, so that at the end of the day, the cost that would have been passed down to people, all right, will be reduced. Help people back home to become self-employed. At the end of the day, when you come back home to Nigeria, you'll be surprised that the people you were helping with $1, $10, $100,000, $5,000 are now able to build houses, all right? And they are now able to even send you money should in case you be in need of it. Think about it. Paid employment is failing Nigerians. Self-employment is coming to the rescue. So this is what I would just like to share with you today on The Real Talks Nigeria. I encourage you, no matter where you are, to always talk about things that are happening for good for people in Nigeria. It makes no sense to focus on the things that are not working. The things that are not working are not working, but you are a solution provider to make sure that those things that are not working either work, or you create an alternative route to making sure that things work for yourself. It is you who can do all things through Christ. Don't put your mind on any political or world leader. Nobody is a leader for your sake. They are a leader for themselves. Why don't you just be a leader for your own destiny? Be a leader for your own business. The more we talk about Nigeria, the more I believe that, the best of Nigeria will come out. Nigerians are good people. Nigerians are hardworking people, but their energy is targeted and their energy is focused on the wrong thing. At this moment now, paid employment is not the best thing for anybody. Self-employment is the best thing for any Nigerian at home and abroad. My name is Ehato Christian Saze. Thank you for being part of today's edition of The Real Talks Nigeria. And of course, see you on Saturday, the 28th of September 2024 by 10 a.m. at the National Library of Nigeria. All right, it will be at the National Library of Nigeria. The name of the program is the Lagos Productivity Workshop. See you at the National Library for the Lagos Productivity Workshop. All right, the topic we'll be talking about would be how to make 1 naira or more in Lagos. How do you make naira in Lagos? How do you make 1 naira, 1,000 naira, 100,000 naira, 1 million naira, whatever amount of naira you intend to make in Lagos? Lagos is waiting for you to come and inject your productivity spirit and your creative spirit into the workspace. The Center of Excellence is waiting for you on the 28th of September 2024 by 10 a.m. at the National Library of Nigeria, the Lagos Productivity Workshop. See you there. God bless you. Until we come your way again, be blessed. Be blessed.